Okay, so hi everyone, how are you? Everyone, how are you? Yeah, I'm good too, Abhishek. So today class, guys, today class and tomorrow class will be your one of the most important class in terms of your React. Okay, so today and tomorrow, guys, do not like of course you will not miss it. In case if you are guys missing in these two classes, your like the concept for React will be kind of not good. Okay, these two classes will be super important. If you guys get these two classes, I can bet you all the things, guys. These are the easy things. Okay, these are the easy things. I can bet you like these are the very easy things. But this class, today class and tomorrow class will be your one of the most important class. Why important I'm saying is because these are the foundation. If you skip the foundation, let's say like if you are miss guys the foundation of JavaScript, like how you create a loop, how you create a if else, how you create variables and all these things, now your journey will be tough, right? Like if you do not know these things. So this is guys your foundation React. There's two classes, this class and this class will be your super important class. So in case if you have missed, rewatch the recording and clear your every doubt. If you have single doubt, ping me, guys. Okay, for these two classes, I'm again repeating. If you guys repeat like miss these two classes and then you will ask like you are not understanding, because you have maybe you have missed these two classes or you have done something else. Obviously, like all classes are important. Okay, I am not saying look at this yesterday class was not important or something. No, every class is important. But if you ask me the kind of uh the priority wise, so yeah, these are the most priority classes, this today and tomorrow class. So hope you are getting the kind of sincerity for that. Okay. And guys, one more thing. So I got many questions related to your assignments and all, like sorry, certification exams and all. So if you guys read this, I have shared the threads. Okay, I have already shared guys this thread. Okay, you guys can go on React and just search this here, React certification discussion for batch, this one and this one. You guys will see, okay, people are already posting your doubts. People are already posting the doubts and all. And Titiksha is guys, the from the management team, and she shared something. Okay, so like Atul is first of all not our TA. This Athira will be our TA right now. So you guys need to follow this thread for your certification exams. If you have any issue, okay, like you are saying, okay, this was the code was correct, but I was kind of I get less mark or no marks. So any issue, guys, post it here. Okay, post it, guys, here. Your issue will be solved. Okay, but again, the thing is like you have to you have to some patience because it will take time to resolve it, but yeah, it will be resolved, guys. The main motive here is not to just kind of get your things done right now. You can, guys, you can paste your things if you have any thoughts, any issue. But yeah, I can bet you like things will in favor with you. Okay, they are very helping person, they help you a lot. And again, if you guys have any further issue, guys, please ping Athira for that. Okay, because Athira is your TA. Athira is your TA. She handles all these things. Athira handles, guys, all these things. So in case if you have any issue regarding your certification exam, please ping Athira. You guys can ping her here. Okay, you guys can just write in here. You guys can write like let's say Athira and write your guys. Yeah, this is the thing, right? I guess Athira. I guess yeah, this one, the guys, right? This is the handle. Okay, so you guys can just mention her and just write your queries. I will discard it. Okay, so hope you guys this is making sense to you, because see, guys, as an instructor, I only have a kind of like exposure to you, how to teach, what to teach, and all these things. This issue related things, certification related things, guys, actually management handle all these things. You guys can ping Diksha or Athira for that. Okay, is this thing clear, guys? Tell me first of all if this is clear to you. Tell me guys if this is clear to you, everyone. Guys, is this clear to you? Okay, and guys, please, like, yeah, when I ask, okay, yes, no, something, please write, because else I feel okay, is internet down or what down? Are we connected or not connected? So these things guys happen. Okay, so obviously you guys will ping it here, and I have created guys today's thread also here. This thread guys I have also created for today, and I again repeating guys, today class and tomorrow class will be super duper important for you, so do not miss it. In case if you have missed it, rewatch the recording, clear your thoughts, any issue you have. Okay, and yeah, let's start the class guys. So we started discussion on the guys how you can install your React app, how you can install your React app, what is component guys. If you remember all these things, like what is your component? So component is just a JavaScript function, right? It's just a normal JavaScript. And guys, again, I have one thing to just before guys I start, actually I have just one thing to tell you. Since guys all these classes, okay, all guys React classes will be kind of interconnected. Okay, all guys React classes will be interconnected. One class guys will be, if you guys have finished the last class, that then only guys you will understand the next class. If you guys have finished this class, then only guys you will understand this third class. So this all classes will be guys now interconnected to you. Okay, so do not miss any class. If you, in case if you are missing it guys, uh first of all watch the recording, because see, right now I will not talk okay what is React component, because I have talked in detail about what is React component. I have showed you like everything. Okay, so yeah, hope you are guys understanding my issue. So now 24th of July, so let's start the class. So we will guys see, okay, first of all, what is the agenda first? So agenda will be, of course, what is this export, import, what is this JSX, props, styles, and then of course this NPM yarn and all these things will be there. But before guys, we start discussion on it, I want to tell you how many guys see how many ways we have seen, okay, you can create your project, React project. Guys, do you remember how many types, how many kind of ways that you can use it to create your React project? The one way was the create React app, right? CRA, if you guys remember. The one way was the create React app. Second was the guys white, right? White was also there. What is this CRA and white? So they are guys called as bundlers. Okay, they are called as bundlers. Okay, we have covered this thing. Okay, what is bundler? What is the superpower of bundler here? If you come back and see, we have guys covered everything, like okay, what are the parts of this bundler and all. So hope you are remembering all these things. Now once we have the React app, there were guys few things. Okay, now let's only focus guys how we will create your React app using CRA means guys create React app. Okay, so how we create our React project using CRA, it means CRA create React app. So let me see if I have opened the yeah, here is the thing. Okay, so here in my terminal guys, I'm here. I have already my, this is guys the my app which I have. Let's open the VS code dot. Okay, now it is opened. Let me just make it little bit big. Okay, little bit. Okay, this is the false folder. I guess I can delete it. There's no problem in that. So guys, whenever you install your React project, what you get is, so again repeating guys, again repeating here. So when you guys just do the npm npx and create React app, you got several packages, package.json, package.log json. If you do not know guys, please watch the recording, earlier recording. So some guys, the dummy not code, we can say setup code, we like they give us. Okay, so if you just try to guys write here npm start, let's try to write here. I will write here npm start. Okay guys, and one more thing here, you guys can do from the terminal also, you guys can do from this VS Code terminal also, both are same thing. So you guys can write from here also, you guys can open the terminal from your VS Code also. There's an option of terminal in your VS Code also, so you guys can choose anyone. Okay, there's no problem in that. Let's use to our this one also only. So now let's start our project. How you start guys project is npm start. Okay, we have guys started here npm start. Now, if you see what this npm start will do is it will just launch your React project. If it launch, let's see how it launch and what the things that we will get. Just a minute. It will start. Okay. So hope everyone is familiar, right? Like you guys are now good with it. How you create an React project. Anyone having any issue? How you guys create React project? I guess no, because we have covered in the we have solved everyone issue again. But if you have guys anyone issue here, anyone having issue in creating React project, guys, see now it's launched and it's also started my React project on this local host 3000. Okay. Now let's see, it will launch, it will show something here. Just a second. For the first time, it actually takes time. After that, it will not take time. Okay. Okay. Now, guys, it has launched successfully my React app. Where is this code? Why this is revolving? Where this this all things are written? So these are the guys boilerplates. Okay, these are the kind of project setup that create React app is giving you. But I do not want any default code. I want to write from scratch. I want to write from scratch. So what I will do here is I will first of all come to this app.css. I will just make it I will just delete everything. Okay. In app.js also I will delete everything. I will delete everything from here. I will just write here, let's say hello. Okay. I will just write here hello world. Okay, hello world. I will guys see if I just do the control Z and I show you guys all these things. See, image is there. This edit src app.js save to reload. All these things are guys written here. Okay, all these are written here. I do not want any dummy code. I want to start as a fresh. I will write here. Let's say hello world. Okay, the first thing is app.css. Remove everything from that. I will write here app. Let's say hello world only. Even I will delete this diff class name. I will come to this test guys. I will delete this file. Okay. I do not need any file for this test.js. Index.css. Again, I will just delete it. I will delete any content here. Index.js. Index.js guys. I will delete all these things here. Okay. I will leave all these things from here. I will guys delete this report. This file also. I will delete this line. I just want to start off as a fresh. So I will delete all these things here. The thing. Okay. Now guys, delete this logo.svg report and this setup. All these three files should be guys deleted. After deleting, what files you will get is only guys 4 things you should get to start as a fresh. In src, you will only get guys app.css, app.js, index.css and index.js. Only guys 4 things should be there to start as a fresh. And now if you go here, there will be some error. Now let's try to, there's a kind of error in the logo.svg. So now delete this line from here also. Okay. Now if you see guys, there's only hello world is coming because here we have written hello world. Okay. Now in public also guys, except this index.html, you need to delete everything. Let's try to delete. I will delete this file, this file, this file. Let's try to delete everything. I will delete every file. Now try to delete this file also. Okay. In guys, in public folder, I have only index.html. Here, there's a lots of things you do not need to actually care about it. You guys can just ignore this file. But yeah, index.html will be the only the file that will be in the public. Else, guys, every file you will delete it. In src, you will have this app.css, app.js, index.css, index.js. So hope is till guys, you are okay, right? Everyone having any issue here, guys, tell me now. Any issue guys here? I guess we have a kind of repeating, but yeah, that's fine. Anyone here any issue? Okay, everyone is saying clear. Now here guys, this app.js is the main component. I said what is component. Component is a function, JavaScript function, which actually you export from this file and you guys import here, and then you are rendering here, right? You can even guys delete this one here from app. Okay, but let's guys put this react.strict mode. I will tell you what is this react.strict mode. Okay, but here guys you will paste it. So let's put guys just render guys app multiple times. I will just guys rendering this app multiple times. This app is coming from where? This app is coming from here. Now if you guys see on the screen, hello world is printing 4 or 5 times because here in the index.js actually guys, this is the file that will render your elements. Okay, now app.css, you have like this app component. App is a component, you are rendering 5 times. That's why guys, it's rendering you 5 times, but I want to only render it first time. So let's now even delete this one here. Now you guys can see here, hello world is getting printed. Okay, now these are the things guys that we have already talked. Now let's start the discussion from today. So for the first discussion guys, that we will do it. Okay, so I see many people have joined, so let me share this PPT link with you in the chat. First of all, I have guys shared this PPT link in the chat. Go and join with me so that you will be also with me. Guys, click and join with me. Okay, people are joining. And guys, again, I see like lots of people are joining. So I'm again repeating guys, this today class and tomorrow class will be one of the most important class for your React journey. So do not miss it. In case if you are missing it, or if you are like there's something that you are not understanding guys, please ping me. If you guys can ask me after this class, uh, at the end, anytime, like in the end, in the middle, whatever guys that time suits to you, but guys ask me. And one more thing guys, since like we are already guys one class delay, kind of we are late from the one class, so I guys want to complete all these things today. Okay, so whatever guys I will try to write it here, I will try to complete. Maybe it will take more than 2 hours, but that's fine guys, we need to learn guys. Okay, we have only we are all obviously like one day, one class late. So now let's read. So hope you guys are familiar. Okay, here you are doing this function, you are doing right here, like you guys are writing here. What is guys this one here? Can anyone tell me what this one is there? So let's write anything. Let's write further things. I will do it here. Let's say div tag. Inside the div tag I have here, let's say Harshit is a kind of h1. Here I will have this p tag as a load name of, let's say, 5 characters. Guys, what is this syntax? Is this HTML or is this JSX? Can anyone tell me? Okay, Anudeep is saying JSX, Pawan is saying JSX, Moni is also saying JSX. Guys, so hope you remember all these things, because this is your very important part. In React, guys, in React function, this component returns you a JSX. Okay, JSX component, guys, returns you a JSX. Hope guys you remember functional component. It's just a JavaScript function which will return you some JSX. If you haven't watched the guys recording of this component React, go and watch. Okay, this is very important. Now, there's one piece of code that maybe is kind of new for you, is what is this import, what is this export, and all these things. Now guys, let's try to understand this. This will be the first thing, that is the export and import, and let's understand this. So just normal word guys, I'm not going over the code and all. Okay, just what is this import and export? So import export means, okay, you will be exporting something from one place and you will be importing from like you will be also importing. Let's say India is exporter for what? Like India is exporter for rice, but India also import oils, right? So is exporter and importer guys, I hope you know the meaning of this export and import. You do export, you do import, all these things. But why this is important in our JSX or in our React journey, or in our in this programming world? So export and import are used to enable the reusability of the code. Let's say you have defined one function in the one page. Let's say you have defined one function in one file, and you want to just use that same function in another file. Let's say here guys, I have declared app function, but I want to use this app function in my index.js. How I will use it? So first of all, if I want to use this app function, I need to export. Okay, I need to export. I will export it. When I export this app function, now in which file? So index.js wants to use this app. So here they will import it. So you export and then you import in another file. This is same like, okay, you are exporting, let's say you are exporting bikes. So from Pune, let's say from Pune. Okay, so Sunil is saying I joined late. Can you repeat again? Okay, my God. So Sunil, actually, so is this your first class, Sunil? First of all, is this first class, or like is it like you have covered the last classes, that this old classes? Is this your first class, or is this lectures? Okay, this is your first class. So Sunil, first of all, I would request you to also like stay with us. I watch recording. Okay, you have watched the recording. Okay, that's fine. So now you can continue from here. So okay, so Sunil, just I have said like, okay, how you can do the CRA installation, like, right, how you can set up the project, that I have talked. I haven't talked like kind of like lots of things right now. I've just taught you like, okay, how you can do the CRA installation and what files you get by default, and what files you need to delete. So after deleting Sunil, you will only get your app.css. In app.css there will be nothing. In .app.js there will be only one this app.css import, and there will be again a function will be there. Delete everything whatever you have inside your app. Okay, in index also delete everything, and index.js you will have as it is the code. In public you try to delete everything except your index.html. Okay, this is the thing I have only talked. Okay, and one more thing, Sunil, I have talked is like this class are very important today and tomorrow class, so do not miss it in case if you are missing it. So yeah, that's the thing I have only talked. Okay, now I was explaining like why this export and import is important. So export is important in guys in your very large projects. What we do is we define one thing at one place and we use it multiple times. So how you are gonna use it? So if you want to use the same piece of code, what you will do is you will make it export. You will export it, and at the various place now you can import it. You guys can import it various places. So this is guys the power of your import and export and import. So export and import are used to enabling the reusability of code. Now if you export something and you are importing at various places, now it means you are reusing your code, right? You are just, let's say you have a function that calculate the sum. Now that sum function is in sum.js, and now you are using this sum.js function in at lots of places. So let's say like Pune is exporting. Pune is exporting, let's say, bikes. You got a news like, okay, Pune, like Pune is a place, guys, in India. Hope you know. So Pune is a place like which is exporting bikes. So now, okay, Uttar Pradesh can come to like Uttar Pradesh can, let's say, UP can import the bikes. Andhra can import the bikes. Chennai can import the bikes. So okay, so importer can be guys multiple places. Okay, importer can be at the multiple places, but you export from the one place. Now let's see here. There are two primary ways to export values from the JavaScript. Now, guys, these are the very critical things to understand. Let's focus here, guys. There are two primary ways to export values with the JavaScript. Now, how to export? Because I said like even before, guys, you import. Now, guys, tell me, you have two things here. The first thing is, guys, you have here export, and you guys have here first thing is the last thing, guys, is your import. Now, what is the thing, guys? The first thing that you will do, you will guys do the export or you guys will do the import. What is the first thing, guys, that you will handle it? You do the export first or you do the import first? Can anyone tell me? What you guys do? Export first or import first? So everyone is saying export, right? You do export first. So if you are exporting something, then only someone can import, right? So let's understand, guys, first of all, how you export. So as I said here, there are two ways to export. The first way is, guys, default export, and second is very important, called as named export. The first one is, guys, the default export, and the second one is called as named export. Okay, hope you will remember. This will be a question for you also. Default export is, guys, the one way, and second way is the named export. Now there are, guys, some rules. Okay, some rules to export it. So what is the rule? So rule is, guys, a file can have no more than one default export. Your file should have only one default export. Okay, your file will have only one default export, but your file can have many named export. Okay, many named export. So now what will happen is, in a file, let's say this is your file, let's say this is your file. In your file, guys, there will be only one default export. Okay, only one, guys, default export will be there, but you can have multiple named export. Okay, now you ask me, okay, what is this default export and what is this named export? How to write the syntax and all that, guys, we will see in a bit. But hope, guys, the rules you will never forget. The rules is what? So you will have only one. Okay, only one, guys, only one default export, and guys can have multiple. It can be 1 2 3 many, 100,000 2,000 1 lakh, any guys number that can be a named export. Now guys, these two rules that you should not never forget guys. Now let's see the syntax part, how you do the default export. So hope you guys are now okay with it, right? Like you guys have seen this one, right? Guys, do you see export default and this app? So now tell me guys, is this named export or oh? Now guys tell me, this is guys no now your export, this is guys your default export or this is your named export? The syntax guys is export default, and there's a function name is saying, okay, you guys can write here app or button or whatever. App here guys, we have written app here. What is this app? App is also function. That's why here I have written, this can be like the syntax also function and all this function. You can write just write here app also. Okay. So guys, how you export is you follow the syntax export default and then the function name or anything. It can be object, it can be function, it can be anything. But hope you will remember, you will never forget your file. This is guys one file. It can have only one default export. Okay, guys, this is the syntax export default and then the what you want to export actually. So this can be bike, this can be food, this can be rice, this can be app. It can be anything. Okay, but yeah, if you guys are writing in default export, it can be have only one default export. Now what is named export, how you do the name export? So these are the syntax guys. You write export and the function, this one here. Okay, you guys write here, let's guys write here one more function. I will write here, let's say function f1 will be there. Okay, these are the function, and here what I have here, I have, let's say I will write is hello from f1 function. Okay, now you want this guys to named export. So how you do, you just guys write here export. Okay, this means guys now you are doing that export. Okay, you are guys doing that named export. Just writing guys in front of function, just writing export, it means guys you are doing named export. Hope you guys will remember this syntax export and then the function name, and this all this function 10 6 guys, this is your named export, and this is guys your default export. But now very important is now how you will actually, let me just change the color, it's green, it's green. Let's change the color, this is also in green. Now when you do default export, there will be guys difference in how you actually, how you import it. Okay, let's see guys the difference here. I will write here okay, I am, let's try to green, it should be also in green. Okay, now guys, when you do export default, okay, when you guys do the export default, that's how guys you will import it. Okay, you will write here the this is guys your file path, this is the file path, and then whatever you have exported here, you'll just write any name. It can be here guys you are writing app, but you guys can write here app, or you guys can write here, let's say button, or you guys can write it here cx, anything. But hope you will remember, this is how you export while, okay, let me back. Okay, so this is how guys you export, and this is how you import while doing the export default. But there's a guys difference between how you import of this named export. So how you import, so you guys write here as this curly braces. Okay, now let me show you. So right now guys, I will just delete all this syntax here. Now guys, tell me first of all, this is your named export or default? So you guys are saying this is your export default export, right? This is guys your default, right, everyone? Now let's try to see how you are actually using it, how you guys are importing it. So guys, see, this is how you are importing it. So this is, see how you are importing it. So is this line number 4 guys, is this looking like this one here? Is this line number 4 is guys looking like this syntax? So here what you are doing is import this name, and from this file path. So this is guys a file path. Okay, ./app. So it means this file. So from this file guys, whatever you are exporting default, this is guys your app. Okay, now you are guys doing this one here. Now let's try to change this from export default to name export. Now guys, tell me, if I want to change this function from default export to named export, how I will do that? What thing guys I should do here? What thing guys I should do here? I want to change this. Previously it was default export. I want to guys change it to named export. Okay, let me go back and show you. I want to guys do it name export. So what I will do is guys, I will just delete it here. I will just write here guys export. Okay, nothing, no difference. Now guys, you are doing here named export. Okay, yes, Anudeep, you are correct. Now you guys doing is here is the name export. Okay. Now when you guys do the named export, how you import? Okay, how you guys import here? So you import guys like this curly bracket and all these things. Okay, so you will write guys here this one here. Okay, you guys write this one here. Now can anyone tell me what this syntax, what here actually we are doing? If you guys are coming from this first lecture, you guys can tell me. If you guys coming from here, the sixth one guys, if you guys remember this one here, guys, do you remember this destructuring? Destructuring guys, anyone remember this destructuring? Okay, so guys, right now you are actually, see, this app can have multiple named export, right? I said here, right? Like, let's read it here again. Your named export can be different. It can be have multiple. Let's guys write one more named export here. So I will just copy this one here. I will write here, let's say, I will just change the name. I will say, let's say this is my app 2. Okay, app 2. Now here what I will say is, I will say, let's say any name. I will say, let's say Sunil. Okay, Sunil guys, the first class. So Sunil is there. I will just write guys here Sunil. Okay. Now here guys, I'm doing again the export, named export. Now guys, how I will take this right now. If I go back on a screen, you guys can see only Harshit is showing. But guys, I want to show Sunil also, because Sunil is also guys exporting here. This component app 2 is also guys here. So what should I do guys here is, I will write here app 2. Okay, now here I will do the same thing. I will just copy all this one here. I will also do the app 2. Now guys, if you see here, Sunil is also getting printed. Now guys, are you getting my point? We can do multiple named export from our file. You can see here we are guys doing the multiple named export. But if you guys are doing, let's say, any export default, so that will be only one time. Okay, that will be only one time. Is this making sense to you guys? What we are doing this curly braces, guys? This is actually we are doing the destructuring. Okay, how you do structure, guys? Hope you remember. From your object you can destructure, right? Guys, do you remember or not this one here? Or should I show you quickly? Guys, should I show you quickly destructuring, or you guys remember destructuring? Yes, so let's open that. JavaScript. Okay, guys, that's why I was saying like this, all things are kind of interrelated, so do not miss any class. Let's say here I have, let's say first name, let's say only name is your, let's say Sachin, and let's say last name is Seema. Okay, now you do guys here like destructuring, you say name, comma, last name from obj. Now if you print guys here, let's say console.log name. Okay, let's try to run it. Okay, guys, see here Sachin is getting printed. Now let's do the here last. Okay, run it. Sachin and Seema is getting printed here. Do you guys see? So see, from object, how you do structure it. Okay, so I have covered here in this first class only. Try to guys watch it recording here also. But let me just make it. Oh my god, what is this one? Okay. Hope you guys are seeing it this one, right? So actually you do destructuring wise guys, the name of the key. Okay, so you have here the name as Sachin, you have here, let's say last name as Seema, and you guys doing this one here. Guys, first of all, do you know Sachin and Seema? Anyone who knows Sachin and Seema? Anyone here who know about Sachin and Seema? Oh, you guys do not follow newses and all, like you guys do not follow news. Sachin and Seema is now guys very popular right now in India. Hey, do you know that the yes, Gadar too? Yes, Pratik, you now you are correct. Okay, So hope you guys are getting my point, like how you destructure it. So that is the thing, guys. Here also you are doing. You are doing the destructuring by what you are passing. So here I am passing two named export function, app and this app too, and guys here we are doing that. Now, is this, first of all, tell me guys, is this named export clear to you? Named export, guys, clear to you? I will show you guys one more thing. Is this named export clear to you guys? Okay. Now guys, let's come back to your old this one here. Okay. Now let's again come back to your uh default export. I will say here export default app. Okay. Now guys, if we are guys doing this export default app, how guys we will take that from here. Now let's delete this app too because we do not have app too. How guys we will take that? If you guys are doing here export default, you should not take as an object. You should write here actually this app only. Okay. You guys can write here app directly because default is the only thing from this app. Okay. From this file, actually you are doing that app here. Okay. You guys can click it here and see it here. Now guys, there's one more thing here. You guys can write here X also. Okay. Writing as X is also valid. Okay. You guys can write here any name. It should, okay. It's not like, okay, you should only write here app. Okay. It's not mandatory. You guys can write here triple app also. That's fine. Let's write here triple app and let's see here. Triple app, guys, the same thing will work here also, Harshit. But guys, when you do the named export, the key should be same. Okay, when you guys do the named export, the key should be same. If I come back here, if I show you guys here again, if guys you are exporting this app and app two from your app.js, actually I have removed the code, but guys this should not be okay. This can be X and this should be Y. The name should be guys same, but because these are the keys, so that should be same only. But when you guys do the default export, it can be any name. It's just a name here. You guys can write here X, Y, Z, whatever. But guys, the convention is only follow the same name. Okay, whatever you are exporting it from here, you guys can write the same thing here also in the index.js. Hope this is making sense to you. Is this making sense to you guys? What is this export default and what is this export named export? This syntax is there. Okay, now guys, if this is making sense to you, now tell me guys, is this named export or is this one? This one, guys, this was the boilerplate that we have like receiving from the create React app. Guys, now tell me, this is guys your export default or is this kind of your named import? Named import or guys this is default import? Okay, Sunil is saying default. Yes, this is guys your default import, right? This is your default import. Now let me show you other things here also. Okay, we have only guys one thing. So now, okay, this is guys the export and default. We will guys do lot at every guys, whenever we will create the component, guys, we will write here export default, or sometime we will guys do the named export. Okay, sometime we will do the named export, sometime guys we will do the default export. So do not feel okay like this is only the one time. You guys will do every time guys that we need to do the export. That's why you will able to use in the other files. Now guys, there are other rules also. There are some rules also that I have explained you earlier. So when you do export default, you can put any name while importing. So I said, right, when you guys do export default, you can put any name while importing. So here in while importing, you can put any name. You can say X, Y, Z, and whatever. But if you do the export default, guys, only. But when you do the named export, D structure with same node should be used while importing. You need to use the same name. Okay, so here if you are using, guys, let's say here you are named export app and app2. So index.js also it should be guys app and app2 only. It cannot be X and Y. Okay, it should be guys. That's why we call it a guys named export. So name is guys named export. So you do importing also via guys name. Okay, hope guys these two rules are making sense to you. Now people often use default export. Sir, can you explain the first condition again? What condition? This condition, Pratik, you are saying? This okay. Now in this, first of all, read it. So what it's saying? So it's saying is when you do export default, you can put any name while importing. Let's see here. So here, Pratik, what we are doing? Default or name? Just tell me first of all. Here what we are doing? Export a default or named export? Okay, default export, right? So what I said is when you do export default, you can put any name while importing. So where you are importing, so here you are importing. So you can put any name. Let's say I will say this as Pratik. Okay, I can use this Pratik here. Okay, I can use this Pratik here. Now see here, it's working absolutely fine. Do you see? Any name it can be. It can be Pratik, it can be XYZ, it can be anything. Is this making sense to you? Now, but what is the convention? So convention is you only use the same name. Okay, see, if I use here Pratik, it will not make any sense. Okay, right? It kind of confusing for me. So what is the convention? You only always write like the same name. Okay, so I will change it to app here only. Okay,
Sir,
hope
if
this. Mhm.
by default, export by default, sir, then two functions are given, F and F2. Then how to import, sir?
Okay, so here you're saying like we will also provide some named export.
No, sir, no, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Two
Yes,
functions.
Manoj.
Second functions are F2.
So
Return.
you are saying, okay, so I defined one more function. This you
Yes,
are saying,
yes.
okay. So and what you want, like you want to export default or name export?
Default, sir, default.
Okay,
Exporting.
so okay, so do you remember this line, Manohar? Do you remember this line?
Yes, sir.
Rule number one. So rule number one was the file can have no more than one default export. You cannot
Yes, sir.
export default one more element. So if you, so see, right now you are doing that default export. So if you are doing this default export, you cannot make this as also default export. If you need to also export this one here. So you guys can make this as named export. That is fine. You guys can make it named export, but you cannot default export more than one thing. Okay, export default can be only one thing. Okay,
Yes,
Manohar, is this clear to you?
yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
if you want to export again something, what you will do is you will make it named export. If there's a use case, let's say you are also doing a default export and you want to do another thing export. So here what you will do, you will do the named export. And how you will accept that? So you will say app is, this map is there, app is there, and now you will say here is app2 is there. Okay, is this making sense to you? How you will do that? So this app will behave like, okay, this is your default export and this is your named export. Is this making sense to you? Everyone tell me, is this making sense to you?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
now let's guys read other rules also. There are rules which are important. So when you do export default, you can put any name, but when you do the named export, d structure with same name should be used while importing. So when you destructure it, its the name should be same. So let's see here. So you are passing this app2 as an named export. So this can be app2 only. If you write here, let's say X, it will be guys throwing you error. Okay, now let's use it here X. Let's use here X. See, it will show you some error. See here, it's saying guys X is not unrecognized in this browser. It means this is all the things are guys wrong. Hope you guys are reading it right. Now let's go back and let's change it to app2 only. Okay. Okay. Now people often guys use default export if the file export only one component. So when you have a file that only it have only one component, you usually guys do the default export only. Okay, so let's say like this app.js is only having one component. So let's try to delete this component as of now, and let's try to delete this one here also. So this app guys has only one component. So you only do guys default export. You do not do named export. So your file, if it has only one component, you do guys default export. Okay, this is guys convention. It's kind of a standardization that people follow. If you guys are okay to use it whatever you want, and use named export if it exports multiple components and values. You guys can also use named export within that function also. I showed you right, like how you can do the named export also, right? This is how you can do it. So is there guys any problem in your named export and this default export? How you do the export default, how you do import, how you do guys do this named export, how you do guys do the importing of this one here? Anyone here having an issue? Tell me guys. Okay, so okay, no. So okay, so if you guys have issue. Okay, let's say, like, let's consider this case. You guys, some people will say, okay, actually I want to do hands-on. So hands-on is, guys, very needed. It's not like, okay, you will only do, okay, you will only listen here and that's fine. No, listening, guys, you cannot become a coder by just listening. What you need to do is, you do not need to write write code right now in this session. You just, guys, listen, you guys try to understand. And after this class, guys, whenever you come to the, like, let's say tomorrow class, before that, guys, try to follow whatever we have done. Okay, so let's try to, guys, play with, you guys can play. Okay, you guys will define one component as a export default, you guys will do another component as named export. You guys can play, okay, how you import. You guys can import default, you guys can import as a named import. So you guys can should play. Okay, that is the thing. So hope this is making sense to you now. Clear export default and name export. Now, guys, very important thing that is starting with is JSX with curly bracket. Okay. Now, guys, very important thing, guys. I'll again write here alert. Okay, I will again write here alert. So it means, guys, whenever, guys, I say alert, it means you guys should focus. Okay. Can you tell me one more thing? Okay, yeah, Sunil, ask me. Sunil, you can do that. Like, you guys, Sunil, you can send a your message in everyone chat. Okay, so that if you have any issue, people will also read your doubts. Okay, yeah, Sunil, tell me what is your thing. Can you tell me one more thing? Okay, tell me, Sunil. You can speak, Sunil, also. You do not need to write. You get how to improve logic building. Okay. This is very important question, of course, guys. Sunil has, guys, asked one question here: how to improve logic building. Okay, that, Sunil, I will explain you. Okay, so Saturday, guys, on this Saturday, I mean, this Saturday, it means your 29th. So, guys, on this Saturday 29th, I will be, guys, giving you like, I will be, guys, conducting a session there, guys. I will only talk about that logic building, how to improve the coding, what you guys should do the practice, and all these things, guys. Okay, so obviously I will do I will, maybe I will talk a little bit right now also, not right now, but at the last. But in depth, guys, I will talk you on Saturday. Okay, some Moni has also asked us some questions on the link list and all. So many people have asked this question. So, guys, let's do that session, complete 2 hours of session on this Saturday. So there, guys, we will follow up any questions if we have. Okay, hope this is okay for you. Okay, now, guys, let's start. A very important thing here is JSX with the curly bracket. Now you guys have some understanding about JSX. Guys, can anyone tell me what is JSX first of all? Guys, before I start, can anyone tell me what is JSX? I have talked in detail about JSX, but yeah. What is JSX, guys? Can anyone tell me? JSX is like HTML syntax, right? It's a HTML like of syntax. HTML like syntax. This is very easy thing. Also, you can write it here. This is very easy thing. HTML like syntax, guys. Now I have one question here. Can browser understand JSX? Your browser understand JSX or not? No. Everyone's saying no. So how your browser understand JSX? Yes. Rebel, Babel, whatever. Okay. Oh yeah. So yeah, by Babel, guys, using Babel, we understand. Browser will understand your JSX. How, guys, Babel understand? What, first of all, what is Babel? Let's revise. What is Babel? A compiler. Yes, correct. Everyone is correct. So, guys, what happens is your JSX, your compiler cannot, sorry, your browser cannot understand JSX. So what happens here is you have one thing called as Babel. Okay, and now, guys, where is Babel? Where is Babel? Where is, guys, Babel? Who is giving you Babel? Who is giving you, guys, Babel? Now tell me. Who is, guys, giving you Babel? And where Babel? In node modules, you have Babel. All right. You have node modules. You guys, you see here in node modules, you guys have Babel here. But guys, who is giving you Babel? Who is giving you Babel? Now, guys, do you understand the importance of create React app? create React app is guys very powerful. When you do npx create React app, all this dependency guys, see here, it guys gives you almost lots of things guys here. See, if you keep on scrolling, guys, these are all the packages, guys, that Babel have. Sorry, CRA. I mean, guys, create React app is giving you. So we should respect, guys. CRA is not kind of your. It's not like enemy. It's your best friend. I would say. CRA gives you guys all this thing, Babel, all these things, so that you guys can run your codes smoothly. Okay, now you hope you are getting my point. Okay. Now, if I can come to here, guys, JSX with all this thing, white also good. Yes, Sunil. White is also good. If you ask me, like, what is more good, I would say white is good only. Okay, more good. Like, if you ask me, create React white parcel. Yes, all these things. But guys, white is I prefer white. Okay, if you ask me my preference, I prefer white because of its fastness. Okay, white is guys very fast as compared to create React app. So right now, like in my one of my project, I was using white, so that's why I'm saying. But yeah, create React app is guys very famous, very famous. White is kind of very new, that's why like yeah, that is it's fast. Maybe like after some time they will white will be also slow, because whenever a new product launches in the market, they do not cover anything in a year. Like in a 1 year 2 year, they launch lots of feature. So white is actually very new. So yeah, create React app is like very famous. Everywhere, guys, create React app is only like they are using it. So yeah, that's why. But yeah, like there's a no difference, right? Are you guys okay with this point or not? Create React app, white, parcel, everything, guys, will be eventually that create React dot create element, right? Hope you guys remember all these things. So you guys can use anywhere. Like you guys can travel in, let's say, Ferrari. You guys can travel in Bugatti. You guys can travel in BMW. But the destination will not change. Okay, destination, you will, if you want to go from one place to another place, your end result will be same. It doesn't matter like you are going in Alto or you are going on, let's say, bicycle or whatever. Your result will be same. Now, guys, the second very important point here is JSX. JSX with curly bracket. Now, guys, up till now, we have seen, okay, you guys can write this JSX, okay, divide, div tag, h1 tag, p tag. This all are looking like HTML syntax. Okay, they are all looking like HTML syntax. But, guys, there's a very nice point here is, even in the JSX, guys, in the JSX, guys, not only you can write HTML, you guys can write JavaScript as well. This is the guys biggest advantage that you get. You can write, guys, here JavaScript as well. So let's see here. JSX lets you write HTML like markup inside our JavaScript file. See here, guys, the first line. It's saying it JSX lets you write. You guys can write HTML like markup languages inside JavaScript file. So this is, guys, your app.js. This is my JavaScript file, and here I'm writing, guys, JSX. So that is the first line. Second line saying is, sometimes you will want to add a little JavaScript logic or reference a dynamic property inside that markup language. So let's say, guys, instead of printing my name here, I want to print something. Let's say I want to print, let's say, Suraj name, Muni name, Sunil name, CV name, Pawan name, any name, Sri name, any name, guys, I want to print. So if I, guys, hard code, let's say I hard code, guys, Sri here. So what if I hard code here? If you guys see, so Sri is only printing, but I want to give that a kind of JavaScript logic. I want to write a JavaScript logic here. So, guys, right now, guys, this JSX with curly bracket will help me. In this situation, you can use curly braces in your JSX to open a window to JavaScript. Now you guys can use this curly braces in your JSX to open a JavaScript window. Now, guys, let's do it here. So this is a normal JavaScript function, guys. Are you guys good with this point? This is your now normal JavaScript function. Any problem, guys, here? This is your normal JavaScript function, right? Even you can write here, let's say console.log hello or whatever, right? If you go back here, if you guys just open your console, if you guys open your console here, if you guys open, let's say, refresh, and see hello is getting printed here. Hope you guys got it. Okay, this is your normal JavaScript, guys, code. Now here what I do is, guys, I will define, let's say, name equal to, let's say, this time I will say only Muni. I have guys the name as Muni. Now how I can use here? How I can use it here, guys? So using curly braces, guys, when you do here curly braces, now in between these curly braces, actually you can write JavaScript expressions. So I can write here, guys, name. Okay, now we see here, guys. Do you see here money is getting printed? Let's try to read here. Do you guys see here money is getting printed? Now let's write anything. I will say here, let's say country would be, let's say is will be your India. Okay. Now guys, your country is India. So I will say here name, comma, country. Okay. Okay. Let's do one thing here. Okay. See here, money and country is getting printed here. Hope you guys can see it, right? Money and India is getting printed. So using this curly bracket, guys, you can actually write your JavaScript things. And what you can write here, that means it's possible to use JavaScript inside it with this curly brackets. So in guys, this curly braces, actually you can write anything. You guys can write your variables name. You guys can write your, if you want to, if you have array, let's say you have array. So you can put a map or some for each and you guys can run it. I will show guys everything I will show, but hope you are getting my point. Using this curly bracket, other function, what do you mean? You want to call a function, CV, you're saying? You want to call a function? No. So see, so calling this function, so let's define one thing here. You will say here, let's say F1 is a function here. Okay, okay. Do not talk about right now because this may confuse you right now. But yeah, CB, calling this function is a different thing. CB, do you remember DOM thing? DOM thing. So when you call a function, CB, when you click something, right? When you do some events, do you remember, CB? When you do some events, when you click, when you write something, this calling this function will be event thing. When you, let's say you click on something, so that time you can call a function. Actually that time actually you can call a function, but right now just printing function will not enough. You can do one thing. Let's do one thing. I will define a function here. Let's say F1 is a function here. I will say console.log. I will say this is as clicked. Okay, I will just show you guys one example here. I will say this is clicked, and now let's delete this one here. I will say this will be my button here. A button will be saying click me. Okay, I have this button here. See, button is there. Now what I want is on click of this button, I want to call this function. So here I can say on click, I will say here F1. Okay, now this is possible. Now what here you will do is just open this console.log here. Let's try to first of all delete all the things from here. Now when you click me, this is, guys, see, click is console.log. See here, this line number, let's say 8. Now let's try to again refresh and click. So do you see click line number? This is how you can call a function. Okay, but printing function is what you cannot, like, what you will print it. Okay, hope you are getting my point. But let's do not go there, like, okay, how you actually call this event and all. I will show you. Okay, see guys, money is getting printed. Hope you guys are seeing this one here. Using this curly braces, you guys can write any JavaScript expression. You guys can write any JavaScript expression here. Let's read other things here. So apart from numbers, string, normal things, we can pass objects in JSX also. Apart from just number, string, you guys can write here number also. Let's write here, let's say a salary. Okay, so I will say here, let's say salary, let's say is your number. Let's say number is salary is, let's say 1000. I will say here, let's say in the p tag, I will say is your salary. Okay, if you see here, this is also getting printed 1000 rupees. Apart from number and all these things, guys, you can actually pass your objects in JSX also. Hope this is also making sense to you. You guys can pass objects also, but how to pass an object and what is the best example to show you? So guys, now let me talk you through it. So you guys can here, let's check some example now. So here what I will do is I will just cover all these things, and here I will do is I will say const obj equal to, I will say, let's say name is there, and name is, let's say Harshit is there. I will say, let's say I will say is country is there. Okay, I will say country is there. And now how we'll do that? So you will say only that obj dot name, right? You can do this one here. You can say here obj dot country. All this will work here, right? See here, all this will work here. So you guys can write here object. You guys can write all these things. You guys can even write a for loop. and for loop, it means not for loop, I mean array. And you guys can use this map to just print on the screen. I will show you guys how you will do that. But is this making sense to you guys? Normal things, how you do this number thing, string thing, and normal this pass objects and all. Are you guys clear with it? Everyone tell me. Okay. If this is guys making sense to you, now let's move forward. Okay, let's guys move forward. Let's guys move forward. Okay, JSX guys, how you will do that thing is that now guys we will see in the props. In props guys, actually we will write guys lots of curly braces and all these things. Now let's see it here. Now this is guys, this is the one advantage that you get is guys, you using this curly bracket, actually you can write any JavaScript syntax. You guys can write any JavaScript syntax. Hope guys you will never forget. Okay, now in this guys, there's something called as guys now props. Okay, now there's something guys called as props. Now let's try to understand what is this prop. Now guys, tell me here, I said your component is nothing but just a JavaScript function. It just guys a JavaScript function. So guys, what are the properties in your JavaScript function? What are the normal properties inside a JavaScript function? Tell me now. In your JavaScript, in your guys JavaScript normal function, what you can have? What things you can have? Tell me. What guys things can you have in the JavaScript function, guys? Normal JavaScript function. You guys can have a function body, right? Guys, tell me. You guys can have function body. I mean body. You guys can have some return statements. You guys can have very important here is something I want from you guys. You guys can have also parameters, right? You can accept some parameters. Tell me guys now. Your function can also accept some parameters. Now guys, very important thing that is coming here is I also say guys now alert. Okay, now guys alert here. Okay, I will write here alert. Now guys, very important thing, something called as guys props in component. What is the props? What is guys the meaning of props? So actually props is just a short form of properties. Okay, when you say properties, it's guys props. Now let's see it here. So React component use props to communicate with each other. So props is guys one thing. If you have multiple components, if you have let's say one component as header, one component as body, one component as let's say footer component, all this component guys communicate with each other using guys something called as props. There's something guys called as props. Now, very important here. Every parent component can pass some information to its components by giving them props. Now guys, let me show you a code here. Okay, now let me do not talk it. Now let me show you code. So here what I will do is I will write here, let's say I will say here return. I will write here, let's say there will be a div tag here. I will say here, let's say okay, let me guys prepare one card here. I will say here, let's say product card dot js. Guys, do you remember the syntax RFC, this short form? RFC guys, short form. If you just write here RFC, all these things are created for you. Now what I want is guys is let's wrap in the here. I will say this will be my div tag here. I will say there will be image here. There will be a title for my this one here, and there will be a p tag for also. So let's guys see it here. Let's say one image tag. So I will get a image tag. I will say any product image URL and splash. Okay, let's take one URL. Yes, Moni, yeah, you're correct. Copy image address. Let's try to guys give this here. Now I have given this image URL. I will say, let's say product one, and here I will say is let's say I will just say, let's say maybe lorem of 5 characters. Okay, now I have guys prepare one component called as product card. Okay, you guys, do you see this? One component is created product card. Guys, I have export default also. I want to use this product card in my guys this app.js. What should I do guys now? If I am exporting this product card from here, I should import in my app.js, right? I want to import first of all. So I will say here, I will say product card. Product card is there. Now I will use this one here. I will say, okay, now guys, I have used this one here. Okay. In my app.js, guys, I have used this product card. Now let's try to see it here. Do you see this image is coming? This H1 is also coming. There's some description is also coming. Of course, this is not aligned like this height and width, guys, we can set up by giving the style that we will see. But hope you guys seeing that. I want to guys just replicate this component multiple times. What I can do? I can do this one here, guys, right? I can, let's say I will do here like multiple times. I want to display this cart 3 times. So this is how guys I can do that, right? You guys can see it, right? Okay. Now in this product card, guys, right now I have hard coded this kind of this syntax, this URL. What even I can do is I can take this URL in some variables. I will say here is what I will cut it here. I will say this is my let URL is equal to this syntax. Is this making sense to you? I will say this is my what? This is my, I will say is my I will say this is my title. I will say this as this one here. Now guys, even for this one here, I will say this is my description is equal to this one here. Guys, are you, is it making sense to you? You are just taking all this static information and you are just putting in variables. Now guys, can I do this one here? Can I guys now write JavaScript syntax? Tell me now. Can I guys write JavaScript syntax for that? I write JSX, right? JSX with the curly bracket. When you write here JSX with the curly bracket, it means exactly same thing. Guys, do you now see the result? It's same, exactly same. There's no difference at all. Okay, no difference at all. But now guys, so hope you are guys getting my point. Now you can do this, let URL title and all this from here. Now guys, what I want is I want to guys pass this information. I guys want to pass this information from my parent component. This is my product cart is my child component, right? This app dot, let's try to delete all these things. Only guys, I have one time here. I only have one time here, product card. Now guys, what I want is this product card is showing me some information, but I want this URL information, this title information, this description information, all these things should come from the parent component. Now guys, there's this thing called as parent component and child component. So parent component is guys right now your app, because it's showing you some child component as well. Now guys, what is the child component here? So child component is guys this one, right? The product card. So this is your child component and your app is right now guys your parent component. Okay, because this parent is showing you some child component, and child component guys can have any number. Let's try to again write multiple times. So what you will do, you will just mimic this lots of times. So now guys, this app component have guys, now tell me, this app component guys have how many children's, how many children components? Can anyone tell me this app component have how many children components? Can anyone tell me how many? Okay, 4 children, right? Because these are the 4 children we have. Now, hope this is making sense to you, because here product card is behaving like a child component. Now let's try to read, and only one time guys component will be there. Now let's try to read here. What is the props? So props guys means every parent component. Parent component means guys this app component. Every parent component can pass some information to its child component by giving them props. Is this making sense to you? Now this product card is guys component, but eventually guys, what is this one here? Eventually, what is this one here? So at the end guys, this product card is nothing but just a JavaScript function, right? Tell me guys, this product card is right now it's component, but by default guys, or by technically, if you see in the JavaScript concept, in the JavaScript world, what is this product card? This is just a function, right? So if you have a function, you can pass some arguments to that. Is this, do you remember guys here? In your JavaScript journey, I have explained you, if you have a function, actually you can pass some arguments, right? So you guys can write here arguments, you guys can pass it here. And that guys arguments in React world, it's called as props. So you will be guys passing some props. you guys can just mimic this thing. You guys are just passing some argument. You can pass some arguments to your function. Same way guys, here you can pass some props to your component. Is this making sense to you? Now I will write it here so that you will remember it. So now passing arguments and passing props is, these are the guys two different thing, but it's technically guys in your programming journey it's the same thing only. Here you will say passing arguments, and here guys you will say passing prompts, passing props. It sounds like a different thing guys, but it's technically the same thing. Is this making sense to you? So here actually you are passing props guys. Now here you will pass this prop. So now guys what I want is, this product card is having some URL, this title, this description. I want to guys pass this information. I want to guys pass this information from my parent component. So here from here guys, I want to pass this information. So how you will pass this information? So you will say guys here product card, and now you will pass it. So you will say URL. URL will be equal to, now you will say here URL. Okay. So you guys can pass one sentence by one line by one line. You are saying URL and this URL. Then you will pass here guys, let's say title. It will be your this title. Okay. Then you will say guys here description is equal to your this description. Okay. So guys, these are the guys now props that you are passing. So you are passing URL, you are passing this title, and you are passing guys description. Now guys, anyone tell me, can anyone tell me why guys I'm wrapping this in the curly braces? Why I'm wrapping this in curly braces? Why guys I'm wrapping the curly braces? Because this is your JavaScript piece of code. So this URL is guys this URL. This is just a function name. This title is guys this variable name. This description is this description name. Now guys tell me, is this not looking like a attributes? Is this not looking like, okay, you have this product cart is your HTML tag, something, some HTML tag, and you are passing some attributes? Is it not feeling that? So yes, is it guys? This is why guys we call it like JSX is HTML like syntax. But hope you are getting my point. Under hood guys, you are writing actually this is JavaScript piece of code. This is JavaScript piece of code. Now you are guys, how many things you are passing it? Now tell me, for this product card, how many things you are passing it? So 3 things guys actually you are passing it. Now let's come back to your product card. I will come to a product card. Now how you will accept that those 3 things? So you guys have one argument called as props here. Okay. So now before guys, I will write here props and use it. Let me first of all console.log this props. Okay. I will just console.guys this props. Now if I come back to, okay, it will say your URL is not defined. So let's do one thing. I will give something, let's say ABC. I will here also, I will code something. Let's say right now guys, I'm just hard coding anything. Let's also say something here. Let's say this something. Okay. I will just say not double quotes, just single quote. Yeah. I have just given guys anything here. Now let's open this console. So right now what is happening is, in this product card, I'm actually passing 3 values: URL, title, description. And in this guys here props, I'm just printing here on line number 4. So I will just add a line here also. I will say line 4. Okay, I will say this one here. Now let's see guys what is printing here. Now refresh this page. Now guys, do you see this? You are getting here URL, you are getting description, you are getting title, you are getting, guys, do you see here? So whatever you are passing, this description, title, and all this URL is coming here, guys. Do you now see this one here? Okay, so everything is you are getting, right? Now in this prop. So now how you guys will access this description? This props is guys your big object. This prop is guys now your big object, which you are passing it here. So URL you have title here, so you have description here. Now guys, can I write like this one here? Can I write now? Tell me here. Can I write here like props dot URL? Can I guys do here? I will write here. Let's say props dot what was that title, right? I guess. Can I guys now do that from here? Let's say props dot dis description, right? Now let's see here. Guys, now do you see here? Let me just make it here. Now, guys, do you see here? So you are actually passing your props from your parent component. Can you explain it again? Yes. So I'm explaining it again, Pratik. So everyone, guys, I'm explaining it again. So what is this props? First of all, so props is a property. It's same like you are passing an argument to your function. Pratik, is this that argument is clear to you? Like you can pass any argument to your function, right? So same way in React component, what you can do is while rendering this a child component, parent component, this is my parent app is my parent component. So parent component can pass some data to my child component. So this product cart is my child component. So here what I'm saying is every parent component can pass some information to its child component by giving them props. So how to give the props? So props will look like this one here. So you will say you are giving right now three props. It can have a one prop, it can have two props, it can have multiple props. Right now you are just giving you three props. URL you are giving it, you are giving it title, you are giving it description. It's same like you are just calling a function and you are passing three values: URL, title, and description. Okay. Now this is how you actually pass the props, but how you will accept the props? So this is how you will accept the props. In your component, this product component, you get a props here. Okay, you get a variable called as props. Actually you can name it anything. You can call it X also. It's just a name, but by convention we call it props here also only. Props, and then this props will actually contains you this URL, this title, and description. I showed you, right? If I open my console, this console log here again, let's refresh this page here. Oh, I have commented out. Okay, let's go it here and let's console.log props. Okay, now do you see here, Pratik? You guys are getting description, you guys getting this title and URL also you are getting. So right now I'm just taking this props object, and now here I'm doing, here I can write JavaScript syntax. I can write props.url, I can write here props.title, I can write here props.description, right? There's no problem in that part. I can write it right here, props.title, and this prop.url. So right now what is happening here is actually you are passing all this information from your parent component like this one here. Now, can I guys just copy and paste multiple times here? Yes, you guys can paste it, right? If I do it multiple times, this information will be posted multiple times here. Do you see here? All these things are printed multiple times because you are rendering this product card multiple times. Everyone tell me if this is making sense to you, how you are passing it. Let's try to guys read here. Let's try to read the sentence. Props might remind you of HTML attributes. Props might remind you of HTML attributes. So now guys, tell me here now. Let me just bring it back. Only one product card. Now guys, is it not just reminding you like HTML attributes? You are passing here URL something, you are passing here title something, you are passing here description. Is this not reminding you of HTML attributes? In HTML attributes, because also guys here like h1 is there here, so you can write here, let's class name would be, let's say your class name can be your header. It can have, let's say, style can be also here, right? All these things. So it is guys same thing here also. It can remind you, actually you are passing attributes to your HTML tags now.
Sir,
But you can yes.
a card.js. One file is also make a card.js. Then also pass the props in card.js. Same props.
Yes, yeah, you can pass it to the same props also. No, not a problem here.
Okay.
So see, props is what? Props is just a value, right? If you have a function, Manohar, so you can pass in that function, you can pass anything. It's just a value. So right now in this app.js, you are passing URL.
Yes.
This is just a value. Let's pass something. So I will say, let's say I will pass something. Let's say Harshit. I will pass here. Let's say I will pass this as title is your, let's say, Manohar. Okay.
I can receive that props, sir.
Yes. In your card.js, you will in this product.cart, you will receive all these three things. All
Yes.
these three things. This thing, and this thing, you will be accepting this product card. Now let's try to print. I've showed you also, but let me again do. I will say here props.url. I will print here, let's say console.log. I will say props.title. I will do it here again. Let's say I will do it here. Let's say console.log. I will say props.description, right? DEC. Now let's see here. You are printing this URL title and all these things, guys. Where it's coming from? It's coming from, guys, here. Now let's try to again see it. I will open my here. I will show you guys here. Let's try to refresh and see. Hope you guys are getting my point. This is the URL is you are getting a title. You are guys also guys getting your this description. Do you guys see this one? Three things. This URL, I will make it here maybe big. You guys are getting URL, you guys are getting title, you guys are also getting description. Is this making sense to you? Everyone tell me. Okay, now let's do one thing. I want to, in this product here, I will write here something. Let's say I will say props dot, let's say any random value. I will say, let's say country. So right now, guys, in my app.js, I'm not passing country, right? I'm passing URL, I'm passing here title, I'm passing a description here. I do not have, guys, anything called as X country here. Do you guys see anything country here? Do you guys see anything country here? Guys, do you see any country here? I'm only passing three values right here. I'm passing URL, I'm passing title, I'm passing this description. I'm not passing anything called as country here. So what do you guys think here? What it should right now it will give you. So if you guys see here, it's guys printing you undefined. This is also correct, right? Yeah, this undefined is there. Because if this country is not defined in your app.js, as I said, this is guys will be your object. This all things will be your object. Okay, so this will be guys your object which have three key value pair. So this is guys looking like this one. I will show you here. I will write here. Let's say I will write here. Let's say I will make a comment. It will be guys looking like this one here. I will say const props equal to, I will say here, URL will be equal to some URL. Okay, there will be some URL here. And your title will be guys looking like some URL title, and there will be description guys. This is guys same like what we right now we are saying. Okay, let me just try to delete and let's come back to your product card, guys. I will just paste it here and let me make it comment. Now, guys, do you understand this one here? Now your props is guys URL, title, and all these things, and value guys I haven't given, but yeah, these are the guys value that you are passing. These are the guys values that you are passing from here. This URL, this title, and this description. And this can be as any name. Let's say you change it to U, just U, you change it to guys here T, and you guys change it to D. Okay, it can be any name. It's just a name, guys. UTD. Now here, what you will do, guys, you will also change it to. You will say U. You will here say your T. Here you will say guys D. Here also it's the same U. Here it's a guys T, and here also it's a D. Okay, and here guys also you say to do the same thing U. Here also a T. Here also is a D. Is it now making sense to you, everyone? Now see, same thing here. Same thing is there. If you change, let's say you write here, let's say X is there. Let's write here. Let's write here X1. Let's write here X2, and you guys write here, let's say X3. Now, if you see here, it's saying guys nothing is displaying it here because this X1, X2, and S3 is nothing. It's just undefined value. So undefined value will not print here anything. So let's change it to again UTD. Now, what is this UTD? UTD guys are the thing that you are passing from here. So this is guys your props passing. So here you are passing this props, and here guys actually you are receiving your props. Is this making sense to you? Now tell me, everyone. This will be for reference. This is your props, guys. This is looking like this one here. Everyone tell me, I do not want any confusion here. Any confusion, guys, do not want. Let's try to read other things. But you can pass, as I said, you can pass, guys, anything. You guys can pass here anything, any JavaScript object. Okay. Abhishek is saying repeat once. Okay. Abhishek, props is a something that you can pass from your parent component to your child component. Props is a value, is a just an object. First of all, props is an object that you can pass from your one component, from your parent component to your child component. So right now, just Abhishek, tell me for this, if you have this app as component and you have this product as component, who is parent? Who is your parent? App is your parent, right? So let's go to the app. So I said like you can pass some props from your parents, from your parent to your child component. So right now this is my child component, right, Abhishek? So from parent, from app, I'm passing some data. So how you pass is, I said like you can pass as this value. So you are passing u as URL, you are passing this t and this. I said right, you can write here URL as curly braces, because this is how you write JavaScript concepts. You write here t is equal to title. You guys write here d is equal to this value. So now you are passing exactly this value. So this value will be passed to your product card. This is same way like you are just passing some value to your function. How you pass some value? So this is how you do like this one, right? Like let me make it here. You pass like something, you have a function here. Let's say you have a function here. Let's say f1 is a function you have, and here you have, let's pass something. So you will say f1, you pass here 10, you pass here 20, you pass here 30, right? You're passing three values here. So now if you pass three values, so you accept like this one here, right? A comma B comma C. But here the only difference is, you when you pass here this like this one here, all this will be combined to object. All this will be combined to object, and now you have only single object. So this is, if you come to compare to here, this a comma 20, 10 comma 20 comma 30 you are passing, but all are coming like here in the object. Okay, all are coming here in a object here, and this is your, let's say, object. Now you can do here, let's say you can do here, let's say obj dot a, you can do here obj dot b, you can do here obj dot c. Okay, is this making sense to you? All these three values are passing it here. This is the same thing which is happening right now here also. So you are passing these three things. Let's only consider this one thing. You are only passing here one thing. You are only passing here one component. So when you pass guys one component in this product card, you only get one thing here. Okay, so you will not get this T and D. You will not get here guys T and D, because you are only passing U here. And see here also, you will only get guys your image. I will just make it here. Do I see only image is getting printed here? Because here from your app component, actually you are only passing URL. You are only passing guys here URL. Now let's pass guys this h1 tag. So how you will pass? You will say T is equal to, this is your title. Okay. Now see guys, do you see title is now coming here? Because in this product card, you are taking this one here. Now let's pass this description also. You will say here, you will say is let's say D is equal to, you will say here D is C. Do you guys need see? Now see, description is there, title is there, and this image is also there with you. Now guys, this is the thing, how you pass and props. So guys, here actually we are passing props. Here you are actually guys passing your props, and here guys, here actually you are accepting your props. Now, right now guys, you are taking this as props. Now, can I guys do, we can I guys, we can do guys destructure. Can we guys do destructuring here? Can we guys do structure destructuring here? Can I guys write here, let's say here like this one here, U comma T comma D, guys? I explained you, right? And instead guys here doing that, I can write here U, I can write here T, I can write here guys D, right? Destructuring guys, I can do this one here also, right? You are passing an object, I'm just destructuring is U to D. See here, you are passing U, you are passing T, and you are passing D. So we can pass it here. We are just taking that here. If you see here, okay, props is not defined. Where is the props? We are calling that. Okay, just rephrase that. Yeah, you're getting it right. So you guys can write here like this destructuring also, or if you do not want, you guys can write like long sentence also. I'm explaining you because you will see like some lots of places guys, you will see like they do destructuring. Whatever you pass from here, you actually do destructuring. Is this making sense to you? Is this making sense to you? Everyone tell me. How you pass and how you guys accept the props, including object, what you can pass. So actually you can pass objects, you can pass array, you can pass guys function, and props are the information that you pass to a JSX tag. I said you right, this is your JSX tag and you are passing some information. This is one piece of information, this is second piece of information, and this is a third piece of information. Okay, now let's apply some CS. Okay, can we pass anything through props? Yes, yes. Sandeep, you can pass anything. You can pass here object, you can pass your array, you can pass your function, you can pass a normal number, string, whatever. Making sense to you? Right now we are only passing here a string. You can pass here objects, you can pass here anything. It's just a value. This can be, guys, any, this, see guys, this curly bracket can be anything, right? This curly bracket can be anything. It can be your JavaScript piece of code. It can be your array. It can be your anything. Is this making sense to you, everyone? Tell me how we pass and how we accept the this props. I will write here. Guys, two things that you need to understand today if I ask you is how we pass props, and I will write here how we pass props and how we receive, how we guys receive props. Is this making sense to you guys? Two things. How you pass, guys, tell me if you have any doubt, please guys tell me. We have, guys, we have time also, do not worry. Anyone having any issue how you pass, or you want a different example? Let's see, guys, let's different example, right? Different example, guys, all together, tell me. Let's see, let's say different example. I will say different example. Okay, so let's delete all these things from here. Let's delete all these things from this here. I will make another component. Let's say I will say here, you say user.js. I will just write the basic syntax. I will say rfce. Okay, and here what I will do is I will just ask for the name. Okay, let's make it very simple. I will say this name. This user component will just display the name. Okay, this user component will display the name. I'm exporting default. So in app.js, I will import it also. So I will say here, let's say user. I will say this is my user. Okay, now user is with me. So here I will write return. I will write, let's say div tag is there, and here I will just display it user. Okay, I will say here user is there with me. Now, what is inside this user? So right now, let's say it will just print here Harshit Raj. Okay. Now, guys, this user will just print me Harshit Raj. Now, if you go back here, you guys can see Harshit is getting printed. Now, guys, tell me first of all, up till this point, do you have any issue? This app is just displaying, just rendering, guys, this user component, and this is guys displaying this one here. Now, guys, I want this Harshit Raj should not be here. I want that should be a kind of a variable inside a variable. I will say name is this one here. Name should be this one here. Right now, how I can use it here? Tell me. I want to display here. How I can use it here? Everyone, tell me. If I want to display this name inside this div, how I can use it?
Curly bracket inside.
Let's make it h1 tag. Okay. So in the curly bracket, guys, I can write here name, right? In curly bracket, I can write here name. Everyone. Everyone, tell me. I can iOS. Okay. Everyone, tell me if this is okay. You have a variable. So this is JavaScript piece of code, and you can denote like a curly bracket name. If you see here, Harshit is getting printed. Now let's change it. So I will say, let's say Sandeep is there. Okay, Sandeep, only Sandeep, let's say, only Sandeep. You see, Sandeep is getting printed. Now what I want is, guys, I do not want to hard code this value. I want to pass this names from my parent component. Now, guys, who is my parent component for this user? Who is the parent component? Now tell me, guys, who is the parent component? App is the parent component. Guys, everyone should understand this one here. If your app component is rendering this one here, so now your app component is the parent component. Now what I want is, guys, is I do not want to hard code this value here. I want to give this value from my parent component, from where I'm displaying it. So I will just cut it here. I will, guys, come to here. I will say this is my name here. Sandeep is, guys, name here. I want to pass this information. How, guys, I will pass it? How I will pass this information from my parent component to child component? Let me write it here. Guys, you will pay this attention so that you will understand good. How I will pass this information from app to user. App component, let's say this is your app component and this is your user component. Guys, how will pass this information, this name information from my app component to this user component. How will guys pass this information? Tell me everyone. Using props, guys, this is a very important thing here. If you want to props, guys, see the first line here. React components use props to communicate with each other. If you want to pass some information to your child component by giving them props, if a parent component can pass some information to child component by giving them props. Now I will give the props. So now the first question I have is how I can, let me write it in this one here. The first question, guys, here I have is, the first question I have is how to pass props. The first syntax, guys, how to pass a props. How will pass a props? So you will come to here, you will guys give a key. So key name will be, let's say, n name. And what is the value here you want to pass? What is the name here value you want to pass? Here, guys, what the value you want to pass? So here you will give the exact value. So let's say I want to pass here, let's say I want to pass here. I want to pass, let's say here, I want to pass, guys, Abhi. Okay, I want to guys pass here Abhi. Let's say here. So this is the guys key and this is the value. This is the key and this is the value. So right now, guys, I'm passing this key and value. Are you getting my point, guys, everyone? Are you guys getting my point? So right now, guys, I'm passing this name and this value. Now, where, guys, I'm passing this value? Where, guys, I'm passing this value? Everyone tell me. Where am this passing this value? To this user component, right? I'm passing this value to my user component. And where is my user component defined? Let's click it here. Here is my user component defined. So guys, now this will accept a object. So this will be, guys, called as props. Now, guys, right now, this is my object. I said this props is my object. And guys, here, if you see, I'm passing this key value name. So can I, guys, do here, let's say user.js. Can I, guys, write here, let's say props.name. Can I, guys, do this one here, props.name. So whatever you are passing from here, you are just doing that here, props.name. If you guys see it here, you guys will see here Abhi is getting printed, because here in app.js, actually you are passing, guys, Abhi here. Do you see this one here? Now I can write in anything. I can write, let's say Harshit, I can write here, I can pass here Harshit getting printed. Let's write here, guys, Moni. I will, guys, write here Moni. Guys, now I want to, guys, pass this name Sandeep. What should I do, guys, now here? I want to, guys, pass this name here. So guys, can I use this curly braces now? I guys, write here like a name. Can I, guys, write here name, this name? It can be, let's say, it can be here, let's say, your name. If you are, let's say, your name. So guys, I want to pass this your name here. If you guys see here now, do you see Sandeep is getting printed? Now, guys, do you see Sandeep is getting printed? Everyone tell me. You are passing one key value pair. Now, guys, I want to pass country also. What should I do? Before, guys, passing to country, now tell me how many props right now I'm passing. How many props I'm passing right now? How many arguments, guys, I'm passing right now? Props, argument, properties, whatever you can say. How many, guys, props we are passing right now? Only one, right? This is only one. I want to, guys, pass country also. So can I write here, let's say country is equal to here India. Can I, guys, write here this one here, country as India? Yes, you guys are correct. And here, can I write here, let's say I can write here props.country. Can I write here props.country here? You are passing here country. So I will accept that here in the country. Now, if you see here, Sandeep India is getting printed. Now I want to pass other information also. I want to pass, let's say, other let's say. So right now I have hard coded. So what I want is, I want to, let's say, I will say here, let country, I will say, let's say, your country. It's y should be small by convention. It's not a good thing. Let's make it y small. I will say this y small. Now I want to pass this country here, guys. I want to pass this country as like, how should I write, guys? Can I write here like country? Same result. Country is not defined. Okay, your country, I mean. Do you guys see anything here? Now, guys, help me how I should pass. Guys, everyone should write now. how I should guys pass. Let's say I want to pass what say other information. Let's say any information. Information can be, let's say, age. Okay, I want to pass year age. Okay, we will not guess what is the age of Sandeep, but yeah, we will we will assume anything. Guys, what should be the, yes, so I will write here age equal to, I will write here, let's say 67. Oh, no, no, not 67. I will write, let's say 20. Okay. Age is guys 20 here. I will come to here. Can I guys write right now, write here like a props dot age? This is just object. Why you guys are confusing right now? This is just an object. You, whatever you are passed from here, you will accept in this user. Is this making sense to you? See, Sandeep is getting printed here 20. Now I do not want to hard code. I will say here it as a let age equal to 20. I will say let age equal to 20. I will say here, I will say this is my age. What is the doubt guys here? Now tell me, are you now good with everyone guys? Tell me, because this is very important concept. How you pass data from one component to another component. Everyone write in the chat if you understand this one. How you pass props. Here guys, how you pass props. And guys, here how you accept a prop. Everyone tell me. Is there any doubt guys? Any doubt? Please tell me. Any doubt guys you have, because I do not want to miss this one here. So whatever the people we have, guys, write everyone in the chat like if you have got this thing, how you pass something from your props. Anyone having here any doubt? Are you guys there? Hello. Every React project we need to do within the Create React app only. No, Moni, you have different options. You can do you can set up your React project using White. You can set up your project using Parcel. You can set up your project using manually. Also, you can do your setup, but manually you need to spend at least 30 to 40 minutes, because you need to install every dependency manually. But we do not want to do that, right? Like it install more than 200 packages. So installing that 200 packages will be very time consuming. So that's why. Yes, yes, yeah. Because your project is dependent on so many packages, right? If you see this node, this one here, it has so many packages installed. So you do not do this by hand. You just download, run a one command, and all things will be done. Now guys, Sandeep is saying yes, Abhishek is saying yes. What about other people? Tell me. Guys, are you good with it? Like how you pass props? And of course, guys, whatever I'm right now, I'm telling you, all these things will also come. Like this things is like on your daily basis, guys. This is kind of your if else for loop, guys. This is the same thing, guys. That's why I'm saying it as foundation. Writing JSX, writing props, how you pass, all these things are guys like a creating variable, creating if and else, creating for loop. All these things are guys like that. So yeah, that's why I'm saying do not miss all these concepts. Everyone clear with it? Or do you want more examples? Tell me guys, if you want more example, I will give you more example, but do not leave this one here. Everyone say, if you have doubt guys, I'm keep on asking you. Okay, I think everyone is now clear with it. Okay, but most of people do not say anything yes, no, but yeah. Is this clear thing clear guys? Tell me one more time guys, everyone. Other people who is not saying yes, what should I assume? Like you are understanding or not understanding? Okay, I think you will not say anything. Okay, so guys, I'm moving forward. Okay, I guess everyone is now clear. Now, guys, only one thing is left for today is how to apply some CSS. I know you are very good in this CSS, like you guys are very good, actually very good in providing CSS. Now guys, let's see how you apply some CSS. So applying guys CSS in JSX is pretty much as it is. So props read only or write only or both. Okay, Sandeep, props is actually read only things. Okay, props is actually read only things. So right now you are reading it, right? You are passing this information, this name you are passing this country, you are passing this age. So this all information you are reading it, right? You are not changing it here. You're only reading it. Sandeep, is this okay to you? You are not writing, you're not writing, you're not updating something here. You are reading it, right? Okay, so this, yes, props are guys read only things. You do not actually update your props. Updating props is like a very bad thing. You do never do that. Yes, yes, yeah. Hope this is making sense to you. This is just a normal function argument. You pass a argument to your function. You accept in the function, right? You are passing here as an argument. The only difference is you pass your functions here, your props as a key value pair. So this is your key, and of course the value will be here equal to, and this can be any value. Here you are passing this one key, and the value is this one here. Okay, it can be right now. I'm doing that in curly braces because I want to write JavaScript here. If you do not want here, guys, this curly bracket, you can write here anything here. Okay, you guys can write here, let's say anything. You can write here anything here. This is also fine, but you are right now I'm using this as here this value. So right now I'm writing this one here. Hope this is making sense to you. Now guys, the second thing will be, of course guys, we will be using this props, we will be passing these props on daily basis. Now on daily basis guys, we will be passing props, we will be writing JSX curly braces every day guys. We will do that every day, we will do that. That's why I'm keep on asking you. If you have doubt, please ask me right now, or if you have understand, that's quite well, I guess. Now see guys, now we have guys only 10 minutes, so I will just talk you little bit of how you provide some CSS to your JavaScript property. Now see guys, only 4 ways. Okay, I have written here 3 ways, it should be 4 ways. It should guys, there are 4 ways to provide CSS to your React components. Now we will apply some CSS to your React components. The first guys is the inline JS. I hope you guys are know, like inline style you can give it. The second guys is style object, you guys give it. The third way you guys can give the style in separately in the external file. And fourth will be guys something called as CSS library, like let's say material UI, tailwind UI, and all these things. Right now guys, we will only focus on these 3 things. This thing we will keep a separate session on that, like how to use external CSS library, let's say material UI or tailwind UI or anything. Okay, you guys will see it. But right now only focus guys on these 3 things. I will just tell you syntax because writing style will be exactly same. Now let me talk you guys how you write inline CSS right now in JSX. Now let's see. I will do to here. I will come to here. I will just delete all the user. I will just delete this user here. Let me just comment out. Okay, I have just commented out guys right now. I'm not deleting. I'm just commenting out guys this one here. Now let me just write here. Let's say lorem of, let's say, or let's p tag. I will write a p tag here. I will say p tag is there. I will write here, let's say lorem of 5 characters. Okay, 5 characters there. Now if you see here, 5 characters are now happening here. Now the first point is how to apply a style inline to the JSX element. Now guys, here you will do is you will provide a style here. Okay, this is a style. Now you have this curly bracket. Of course you have a curly bracket, but guys, now here also again you need to write here curly brackets. Okay, oh sorry, here guys, right here. Okay, now let's write here. I will say color is your red. Oh, okay, your color is guys now red. See it here. So you red is not defined. Okay, it should be in the double quotes. Now this is coming in the red code. Do you guys see the now here? So how you do is guys, is this is your what guys? Now tell me guys, this is your what? This is your what guys? This is your guys object. Do you see this one here? This is guys now your object, guys. Do you see this one here? This is your just a object. It has the key value pair, right guys? This curly bracket will be there, but this is what? This is just an object. Let's say I write other things as well. So I will say this will be have a background. I will say, let's say right here, let's say font size. I will say here, font size will be in the double quotes. I will write here, let's say 42 pixel. I will write here only 46. So you see guys, this is happening here, right? This is guys now what? This is guys now what guys? This is what? Tell me now. This is what? This is guys your object only, right? Guys, tell me. This is your object, right? Now, can I guys do one thing here? I will write here, let's say S1 equal to this one here. I will pass this S1 guys here. Can I do this one here? I'm writing JSS syntax, right? See the same result here happening also here. So guys, now you can write here, like if you want to write JSX, if you guys want to write your CSS property in curly bracket, and they will be guys, just this will be your object. You guys can write here color, red, font size, whatever you know about guys your this CSS property, all that you can write. This is guys inline CSS. This is your inline CSS. Now guys, here I said providing a style object. So guys, this syntax, this you can copy from here. Copied, you guys can write here, let's say let S1 equal to this one here. This is guys your now style object. Okay, now here you will give anything. Let's say I will just say it here, let's say font weight is equal to bold. You will say, let's say as let's say border equal to let's say I will say 1px solid. I will say red. Okay, let's see it here. Guys, you see here, all things are coming here, right? Let's say font size, let's increase to only 26 pixel. You guys will see here. Do you guys see this one here? So right now you can write a style object and you can guys just pass it as an object here. Okay, this is also valid guys. Or you want to pass, just copy this one here, cut it here, and let's pass this one here. Like you can do this one here also. This is also fine. Okay, this is also fine. This is also fine. But guys, if you ask me what is the more syntax, so this syntax actually looks very ugly. So what we generally do is we generally write it like this one here, guys. Okay, we do it here. Just make an object. Let's make an object and let's pass this one here. S1 will be there. Okay, you prepare a style one here and you pass it here. Is this making sense to you guys? The two things, you can pass your styles in your inline also. You can pass your style in your style object also. These two things, guys, I have covered right now. This third thing, guys, I will cover tomorrow. This how to write styles in the external sheet. This is also like very simple. This is the only thing, guys, that we will use it mostly. Mostly, guys, we will use it this one here only. But I just showed you how you can do your inline styling and how you can give you a styling in the object. Guys, is this any do you have any doubt here how you do that? Let's define h1 tag. I will have h1 tag. I will say, let's say React. Okay, I will say, let's say this is my React. Okay, I want to color that. So I will apply a style here. I will first of all I give the style, the curly bracket, and inside that again curly bracket, and I will write something. So I will, let's say I will write here color is my blue. Okay, now if you see here, color is my now blue. Let's give any border. So I will say, let's say border is equal to, in the double quotes, I will say 2px dash let's say black. Okay, dash I say, right? I guess px, right? Okay, now do you see guys here? All this thing will be exactly same, like this CSS property will be same. Just one difference will be, guys, now right now you will write, guys, here the camel case notation. Font size, so S will be capital. Font weight, so W will be capital. If you guys want to write, let's say background, if you're writing here, let's say background, so you will say background color. Okay, you want to write here, let's say background color will be, let's say background color will be, let's say yellow. So you'll write here background color will be yellow. Background color, oh, double A, it should be a small a. Okay, background color is, guys, now yellow. Hope this is making sense too. Two ways, guys, that today we have seen: inline styling and the object styling. Is there any doubt, guys, how you will give the styling? This two ways. So you guys can write here like object also S1, and you guys can give in the inline also. You guys can just provide inline also. Is this making sense to you? Everyone tell me now. Everyone tell me if this is making sense to you. This is very simple, right? Like you are giving just a style tag in object, or you guys can write like this object. This is very simple. Now, how to give in the external file, that we will guys mostly we will use it, but yeah, that we will guys see it tomorrow. And one more thing is pending, like this npm yarn and pnp. I have covered this one here, but I will tell you tomorrow. Guys, tomorrow class is very important again for you. How we render list of component, what is this state management, what is hooks. If you have heard about it, like, okay, there's something called as hooks in functional component, that guys we will see. And also we will guys see the first hook. The first, please send this PDF. So this is the PPT, Manohar, I have already shared with you. Yeah, if you come to your first lecture, Manohar, here, this slide link, okay? If you come to your first lecture slide link, you guys can get it, okay? Guys, read this PDFs, sorry, these PPTs are very important. You will get everything here. Now, guys, before I summarize for the today, do you have first of all doubt in inline writing CS inline style and object style? Anyone having any issue in the, or you guys can just bookmark it also. I am just sending you in a again in the guys pinging in the chat. Any issue, guys, while writing inline CSS and all these guys we will do. Okay, every day, guys, we will do these things. Right now, I'm just walking through the different properties, the different features React have, like props, writing JSX with a curly bracket, and all these things. Now, guys, do you see this is right now you are also using curly bracket here? I said, right, like you can write any object also inside your curly bracket. Guys, do you remember here? I said you can write any object also in curly bracket. So right now, guys, I'm writing object, right? This is my JavaScript object. This is my JavaScript object. And right, I'm using it here. So this is also, guys, curly bracket. So hope this curly bracket, guys, you will never forget. Curly bracket, never forget, guys. And whatever, guys, we have covered right now, try to cover that. If you have any doubt, guys, ping me. I have one question for you. Let me just refresh this page. I have refreshed this page. And now, guys, what here I will do is I will write here. What is props? How I will, guys, waiting for your answers. How to pass, how to pass information from parent component to child component. The second question I have here right now. The first question is this one here. Now the second question is how to pass props and receive props. Third question will be, I guess, how to. Oh, only three questions will be good, I guess. Only three questions will be good. Okay, guys, I have pasted three questions. What is props? How to pass in? Okay, one more question I have here right now is before two props is what we can. What is JSX with curly braces? Guys, these four questions that if you able to, guys, answer these four questions, I will assume like you have got everything from the today session. Guys, I want everyone to write these answers. And before, guys, to tomorrow class, because if you write, guys, tomorrow class, before tomorrow class, then only it will be good. Okay, hope you guys are getting my point. So we will continue, guys, tomorrow. What is this? How to write external CSS, how to what is this npm yarn and all, guys. And again, tomorrow will be very important class, like a state management thing. Okay, these are the kind of heart of your state management. This is, guys, how you will actually make your variables. And okay, I will talk in detail about this state management. Hope you guys will enjoy it. Before I summarize again, anyone having any issue, guys, tell me here if you have any issue. Any issue, guys? What is props? How to pass inline style? How to pass objects? Anyone having any issue? Any issue, guys? Please tell me. If you do not have, you can say no. If you have doubt, you can say yes. If you do not have anything, you can guys say no. Okay, Abhishek is saying no. Naman is also saying no. What about others? What about others? Please tell me. Okay, so other than Abhishek and Naman, everyone has doubt or no? They do not have doubt. Okay, no problem. Okay. Let me stop the sharing now. Okay, guys, that's it from my side. Hope you enjoy this session. Let's connect tomorrow and learn, guys, all other things. And if you guys have any issue, guys, ask me. Okay, if you do not ask me, it's you guys now your fault because I have repeated almost what I say. I have repeated, guys, almost like 20 times. I'm still asking you. So if you do not have any issue, okay, that's great. Okay, guys, let's meet tomorrow and hope you enjoy the session. Bye, guys. Good night. Happy day. Bye.